Yo, what up, Simmers? Welcome back to the King College 27. My name is Benjamin Banneker. Alright, let me quit playing. Yeah, King College 27, we back. We about to be finishing up year 2, but we got some awards to collect. ACC Defensive Player of the Week, Rawls had 2 picks last week. It's rivalry time. It's rivalry time. It's rivalry time. They number 14. We unranked. We about to take them out the fish tank, but they Gators. We about to slay them. Seminoles. Okay, let me quit playing. All right. Rivalry week. Which team will leave Ben Hill Griffin Stadium heartbroken this year's rivalry crash? We got November 27, 9 p.m. night game. 69 degrees. Look like we got 45% chance of precipitation. CJ Bailey, that's what he doing. You see what Jabril been doing. A lot of numbers, they got us on everything. We got them on yards per game. They got us on scoring, but we got them on everything else. Alright, let's set our... Oh wait, we didn't go around the league real quick. Did he play yet? He got to play BYU. There's the big games this week. You see that one, the game this week. We got on the big board. We need to get this dub, because that's one of our coaching incentives. Gotta beat Florida. Top 25, you see it. SC, go blue. Miami, Texas Tech, LSU, Boise State, Nebraska, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Ohio State. And then your playoff bracket, just add Oklahoma and Louisville to the mix. Yeah, it didn't change. Conference Standings, where we at? Time for 6. Well, not tied for 6, but we're in 6. 5-4 on the season. We are bowl eligible, but you know, it's not gonna be a pretty bowl. ACC, we already know Jabril got that. But look at Jaden Hardy, one of Cutter's guys, getting some recognition. Heisman Watch. They go Arch Manning, throwing him back in the mix. We got our guy Jones. I keep forgetting his first name. It's not. I keep wanting to call him Cam Jones, but it's not Cam Jones. Litnikoff, we ain't got nobody on there. Definitely ain't got nobody on here. But well, OJ the Jew man, right in front of Cutter's guy. Bowl protection, so we don't even care. Because we're gonna be in a week bowl. Let's set weekly practice plan. Everybody gotta go this week though. This rivalry week. I still need to see. I just like to check. No practice with E good. Russ gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give you no practice, Russ, so you can be ready. It's the double B. Alright, let's get active. All right, let's tap in. Dun, 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 dun. That's what they doing. We're gonna go. Oh. Yep, but give me the garnet, the gold helmet. Oh, we could do that, huh? Okay. I've never looked at this before. Yeah, I never even, okay. Even touch this. Alright, what's that mean?
The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators. Restate the state. Oh, again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's see how we go on the sideline.
Catching up with Coach Shane before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team, conference championship, and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Guys?
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much going on that return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense, they take control of the football first. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carries so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instinct. As soon as he sees Ousmane, he's coming downhill, great speed, he gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense as they ounce? Because they are a good one.
Complete.
Brought
down the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
Yeah, I forgot we're in the road and the icons are going to be disappearing.
This is not serious. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
Whoa.
Catch it. This guy is a daring man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Florida's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago. Just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week.
I think a big key in that game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
All right, Florida State.
Runs like that. Defensively, you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I gotta stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. He's gonna give him the ball.
Going to the run. It's Turner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
There you go. Shut that down.
He is scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's just an example. It's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
It'll be third and long.
Okay. We coming. We gotta get there. We coming.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it.
Didn't have to come there.
One of the areas they really focused on in the offseason was they need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard score.
They all blew it out for this, man. Let's go, P.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Seminoles had it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Block that up.
Snags it, and he's open.
Let's go.
Across the 35, out of the 36 and a 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive
Okay, the
play.
G-Man slip going through the line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside.
Not sure. Daniels.
Once women's college didn't start playing football until later. In fact, didn't start playing the Gators.
I know it's like that the last game, but was it like that the very first game before he got hurt?
Think about Bobby Bowers, on the side. Charlie Ward, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
In the gun end, looking
Whoa.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring, 2 touchdowns. They're up 2 touchdowns.
You got to give this coaching staff that they have their guys ready to go. And this is what firing on all cylinders early in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point takes it 14-0.
All right.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Noles find their way forward after the big loss in the last play. Run inside. It's Daniel. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Offense tries to go up, hand off to the running back. How about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave us 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
All right, come on.
Running inside. It's turned. Surged ahead for a couple there, and he's 2nd and 8. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to college football. Made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
There we go. Get there. There we go.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And the Gators line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance. Let's see where the official spot. Florida State comes out ready to put something together.
Watch this.
They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And the pressure gets it back at the 8-yard line. They've got him there deep in their own end, and this crowd's going to help keep them there. Keeping Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton.
Never
underestimate the power of moving forward, breathing room. He's up to the 17. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just they look so in sync and coordinated.
All right, stop playing that now.
This week's game, you can tell this defense they don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far.
He was hoping for a little more running.
Stop playing it now.
To get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they look for some plays that work. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking downfield. It's Bailey. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Mays. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end.
Damn.
Got a man in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Unleashes one. A spectacular one-hand grab.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got it behind the line.
Shut that down, too.
It's Stockton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey.
Shut that down. Shut that down.
Receiver screen. And he's knocked down.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Wants to keep it in the air.
What? Oh my God.
Defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be first half for the home team.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
Good shit, P.
That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw on first down.
There we go. He didn't catch it. But they didn't catch it every fucking thing, right?
Not many receivers
don't worry
like
about
to.
it.
They just don't. Prima donnas. That's what they are. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Get your ass over here. Block that shit up.
The give from the gun.
There you go. OJ the juke, man.
It'll be a first down at the 29. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the he ran with. That's on display.
And those guys that I think of too with work done work. You and the big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Cross the 30 out to the 30 out to the 30.
OJ the Jew, man.
On the play.
I like this guy's running back because he can tackle. He can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on second down. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stuffed, almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. These are the types of plays where offenses will third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just shy of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Yeah, we got to go for it.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to run it. He's got enough.
Way to pay attention, man. Way to learn from earlier in the season.
Such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Page. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play, maybe it was a shot field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing different tempos, running the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
We gotta hurry up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Page.
He went backwards.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Oh,
looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback.
I gotta get better at that too.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they
I'm thinking, remember I was having that success on the line earlier?
And welcome to modern college football. That's when they spread you out, find my
I think it's because that offensive line was weak.
and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 4th down is the scrambling ability of this quarterback. He goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brown. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play. You've got athletes like this in a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows. Good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution.
Oh my God.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Paul, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. And he gets it just
I can't get this motherfucker.
before he gets down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They'll run the screen, and the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line. This offense continues its work.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers.
Bro, if he's not
run to the right route, so they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
All right, we got 2 timeouts. We can work the middle.
He'll throw on 3rd down.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Timeout.
Scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
High five.
FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
One time out left. Let's see what we can do.
Wants to throw it again.
See what we can do. Just take it. Damn, you have RB.
Clock is down to 9.
See?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash.
Get in there. Get in there.
Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 7 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Hawkeyes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now over to your game inside the swamp. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
And the Noles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I talked to Coach Shane Beamer at halftime. He wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these two teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them, we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking for a gap. It's Turner. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Bailey. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple yards short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The run inside. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Moses. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moses. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
With the catch, it's Singleton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every complete...
Got him headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. That gives him 54 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
OJ the Jew, man.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And it's up
OJ the
and
Jew,
good.
man.
They marched 72 yards, and it was closed down by
Say
the short
OJ the
yardage
Jew,
touchdown.
man.
Number 36, set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He makes the grab.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Come on.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Defense in press coverage. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Good D.
It's broken up. They took
Good D,
a
good D,
shot,
good
and
D.
he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Gators will punt this one away.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. Tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play.
Let's go, P.
But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear
I got it.
flaming. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence and they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Bust through behind his pad. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise.
If y'all block this up.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a
if y'all block it up, we got it.
couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone.
Oh, you gotta catch that. What the fuck?
All the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition.
What a replay. What the fuck? Hold the ball.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on that section.
OJ the Jew, man.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. To throw, it's Bailey. On the move and looking deep.
OJ the Jew, man.
They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Gators decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started.
There you are.
These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Got a man, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. The Noles have this offense rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
There you are.
Try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Come on, big good. One more stop. I only scored before the quarter was over too. We got a shot at this.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll go to the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Period starts with a second down play. Right back to him on the ground. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Running inside. It's Montgomery. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead,
there
you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He'll pull it down. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And How nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on that time.
It's complete to the right, inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator!
Can't step out.
And then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Singleton.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Let's go. See if we can hit this.
Second down, he'll throw it.
Oh, he's there. He's there.
To the right.
He's there.
Move to get open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays.
Got 2 plays.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The quick out.
Oh, yeah. And they hit the quarterback. First down.
There's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He goes right back to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
What?
And the defense jumps on it, and they get
Who the
that
fucking
turnover.
ball?
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Come on now. like on some wet football shit.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Sticks that big
oh my God. Oh my God.
Giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
Just give him the fucking game.
And the Gators will hustle to the line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Field goal kickers don't ever miss on this year's jersey.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way.
Wide open spaces. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play.
He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Fakes to grab. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Noles want to move quickly. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Wow.
The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job, and huge execution on 4th down.
That was luck.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Number 36, set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The run inside. It's Montgomery. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Turn it up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll try the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is on its way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Firing to the right, complete. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Thomas. He's out of bounds. Clock stops on 1st down, 28 seconds left.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Quickly complete. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the 1st down, but he did pick up 9.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Looking long. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's how the season is, folks. Oh my God. Whoa! We got a verbal out of Dave. If he take it. not a gem. Got in first. What we gotta compete for? All right. Let's see. He played. Let's see. Before 3-star edge. Four-star right guard. Thirdly committed. Oh, and we are now on the hot seat. Catch y'all on the next one. Sim Sideline. Signing out.